I don't understand why we wouldn't let you do the intro.
Welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast, where I'm going to do anything and everything in my power to make Tater uncomfortable. Welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast, where we can all easily juggle your balls in our mouths. Even just two little Tic
Whoa!
Tacs. Welcome to Terms of Engagement, where we're going to teach you how to properly care for your chocolate starfish.
Tot looks so uncomfortable. Yeah.
All right, welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast, where holy shit, you activated my trap card. About to get that ass.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the first person landed on the moon.
One small step for podcast, one giant leap for terms of engagement. And with that, our next episode is off and running. Welcome to episode 4 of the podcast. We are Terms of Engagement, Mr. Tater Tot, Young Calabaster, Rizzle, and me, myself, and I, Mercenary. We're here to entertain y'all for the next hour, so just sit back, close your eyes, unless you're driving, and in both ways, enjoy the ride.
Unless you're driving, but if you are driving, also close your eyes sometimes. Flirt with death.
Got an annoying spouse as your passenger? Close your eyes. Fade away.
Fade away. Fade straight off that cliff. Well, guys, I want to start this off with a question. I actually talked to Todd about this. I have been thinking about this because it is something that it's my reality at this point. And I think if other people agree that it's a normal thing, I'll feel a little better about it.
I think a normal thing would be like putting the hat on top of your head instead of waving it around in your hands. I'm just saying. But yeah, what's your question?
Okay, so hat's on top of my head. Fuck you. So, obviously we all watch cartoons growing up, correct? You know that like cartoon character.
That kind. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the cartoon character trope. This actually ties in perfectly with what I'm about to talk about. Like the typical cartoon character trope where you wear the same fucking clothes. Basically.
Yeah.
Like it's the same outfit every episode. They never change their clothes. I always thought that was super fucking weird. Yeah, like Doug or like the Family Guy people or Ash Ketchum who wore the same jacket for 12 years.
They always have their like throw-offs. They have like the sleepover episode.
Yeah.
They have you get to see them in one different outfit.
So I've realized that as an adult I have fallen into the cartoon character trope because my outfit is the exact same outfit every fucking day. And I actually think has been for like the last 2 years of my life. It's all different clothes. Obviously, I'm not wearing the same pair of pants or the same shirt. But I wear a black t-shirt and khaki pants every fucking day of my life. Now that it's summer, I wear a black t-shirt and khaki shorts. And I thought about this because I went into Target to get socks the other day and I passed by the 5-pack of black t-shirts that I get and I was like, you know what, it's almost time. It's almost time to re-up on this. And I was wondering if anybody else ever feels like they kind of get stuck in, and this like just get stuck in that like, it's comfortable, I'm going to wear this type of clothing. Like if you specifically, it doesn't have to be the same fucking color or anything like that. Like sometimes I'm wearing different colored khaki pants. But it feels like a uniform, and it makes me feel like I'm a cartoon character sometimes. I just wonder if anybody else does that. Like, is that something that you guys experience? Like that idea that like, oh, well, this is my clothing identity, I guess.
So basically, like, I feel like along the lines that everybody kind of has that's your style. But like for me specifically, for one, I don't really wear shorts. I got long, scrawny chicken legs, so like pants are my go-to even in the dead heat of the summer. But like just black pants or blue jeans with a black or white shirt. Very, very just
simple.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like very monochromatic.
Yeah,
Just black and white with a touch of color here or there. Mainly in my shoes, but like just it's been my style for years. It's just the way it is. Like I enjoy wearing black.
I feel you. That I mean,
Do that.
I wear black. This is honestly, this is like the newest. This sorry, the hat that's not on my head. This is the newest addition to my wardrobe, and it's just because it said Street Farms and I like it. But like this is also the most dramatic change in my wardrobe for a long time because it's like got pictures on it. I do wear superhero shirts though. I will throw that in. I do wear superhero shirts pretty regularly, but
Those are pictures.
yeah,
I mean, for me, pretty stereotypical. Y'all are gonna see me in gym shorts and a t-shirt.
That's
But
true.
also, like, I have a lot of clothes that I can't wear without the other piece. Like, it's
like
an
your tracksuit.
outfit. Yeah, or or it matches
When-
colors, or
I was
like
like, when you're
I'm not
at,
gonna wear these purple shorts with any other fucking shirt than the one that's gray that has purple on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like you want it to
So
match.
that's
You want it to
never
go
gonna
together.
get worn unless I'm wearing the other part of it.
You
And
buy the
typically,
stuff-
I'm not walking around the house like that. I'm not. I mean, I guess I should sometimes. Maybe I'm not going out and getting groceries and be like, oh, I'm gonna put that on. I'm like, gym shorts, t-shirt, let's go.
It's
Let's go.
interesting to me.
All right. I mean, and that's one of those things I feel like also everybody does is like you pick stuff out, but you're like, oh, this works for that one item, and then you wear it like on special occasions because it matches so little.
Yeah,
I used to do a lot of the sock gang. You know what I mean?
like special
That gang.
socks.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Every
I got
day
some good
something different.
socks. I got some
Especially
good socks.
when I was managing at the restaurant. I would have to dress up halfway decent, be presentable, but I always had just some like crazy like I'd lift up my dress pants and it'd just be like Dragon Ball Z complete characters on my socks, or just like I had one pair that's it's a cow sitting in a field and there's a UFO sucking it up, like just wild socks. Just
Bro,
wild
I
socks.
can't even imagine you.
They don't even
sucking off
match.
a cow, dude.
I have big old tree trunk legs. I can't wear fancy socks. They don't make them big enough for me.
They don't make them big enough for my fucking feet.
Well, but like Tater, we've actually talked about like your outfits before. We've mentioned that about how you have the same dad outfit, like that is your style. You dress like a dad.
I sure do. I sure do. A lot of the times it's 100. It hit 100 and fucking 8 today.
And
I
this man's
think.
in a Henley shirt, dude.
I'm still wearing. I got rocked up, fucking rolled up sleeves.
Bro, I feel like that's a saddle
jean
shorts.
I got rocked up sleeves, bro.
I feel like
I
the
don't
back
even-
of that. I feel like that's
I think
a
it's
saddle.
no boundaries.
No bow, dude. That's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
sick.
it's no bow.
I'm trying to break your bows, dude.
Nah, dude.
There
I got this fucking sick ass expedition hat from Walmart.
That is fire, actually.
I literally bought this hat like 3 days ago, and I was sitting there looking at the shelf, right? And I was trying to buy a hat because I used to wear hats all the time, and then an ex of mine was like, "You look stupid in hats. They're all too small for your head. You have a big head, and you can't wear hats." And I was like, I really let this bitch talk me into not wearing hats anymore.
Bro, that's
So
fucked
I
up.
threw away most
Slightly
of my
had a
hats.
point.
Well, I mean, the issue is that they were all hats that I had bought or had bought for me when I was in like late middle school, early high school.
Oh yeah.
And at
We
this
have
point,
issues
I'm
there.
like, yeah. So I've grown. I'm a big boy.
I can see you rocking like like one of them got like the mesh going around the middle. You got some fishing hooks on it, all the way around.
I'll be honest, dude. As I'm looking at you
Yeah,
in this
strap
hat
right
right now, I'm starting to realize you in a hat might have the same silhouette as one of the rounded Christmas tree lights. And I fucking...
Why? Oh, Todd, it's okay. Don't let him do that to you.
Dude, no, I just noticed it.
Don't
And
let him do that
I
to
think
you.
it's festive. I think it's festive, and I don't think you should ever not wear hats because of that. Because it makes
all
me...
I have to say
It's gonna be
is
so
I hope
mean.
that the rest of you guys enjoy the TYRMs of Engagement podcast.
Well, let me say, I'm looking at you wearing a hat, and like the first thought occurs to me isn't, oh, Christmas tree light. It's that I'm rolling down I-85, and I'm in the fast lane. I look over to my right, and I just see this man driving a big rig.
That's true, dude.
I just
You
see him
do look like
bouncing
you're
along.
trucking.
I'm in a Hooters just picking up my buff dip, and at the bar, fucking 30 wings.
Todd is just
There's
fucking
Tater.
downing them, dude.
While
So,
he's
He's got the
crying.
he's got the big ass beard. Just
so
the big one.
I do have a
Yeah,
question about like us all being in the same
It
place.
didn't have to be a Hooters.
You know,
First
okay.
off,
It could have been a Twin Peaks.
I was telling a story about buying a hat.
Oh yeah, dude. Sorry.
Why do you always skip him?
Dude, you guys started skipping him.
I
Young
mean-
Skip-a-Baster over
You
here.
gotta interject sometimes. You gotta interject
God.
back.
Yeah,
God
dude.
damn.
Sorry, Todd. I can't believe you just let us do that.
They were on topic, and then you're the one who tried to change it. We were coming back
it was a
around.
great question, dude. It was gonna be about if we're all gonna be wearing hats together or not.
Yeah, but
It was
who
on
am I
topic.
picking?
You talking about like the same hat?
Did you just say you were gonna put your dick in a hat?
No, I said who am I picking?
Oh, I thought you honestly, dude. Now that you said who, it makes me think. Never mind. Probably Rez, because he already shaves his head.
We get
I
two-
don't.
We get 200 subs by the end of July. I'll let Tater bick my head.
Shit, bro.
Both of them.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Let him shave both heads.
So, I was at Walmart looking for a hat to buy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying on, like, I'm not trying them on, but I'm like picking all these hats up, and I'm looking at them. I'm like,
Why wouldn't
which ones
you?
do I want? Because I don't know, because
You gotta
Oh,
find out if
people
it
out here.
fits.
well, yeah, but you don't want to like. Probably other people try them on, and when it's 113 degrees, like I ain't trying to put somebody else,
Yeah,
like
you're
somebody
right.
else's sweaty ass head's
You're
been
right.
up in there, and
You're right.
so I'm sitting here trying to figure out like which hat I'm gonna buy. If I'm at Walmart, so they're all fucking cheesy, like they're weird, like they have the weird like fake leather fucking finish on them or whatever. Some of them look like Nintendo controllers, which is whatever, but it's glossy and shiny. Like I ain't trying to fucking. My head's already shiny enough. If I was going for that effect, I'd just not wear a hat.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and they have like some sports teams hats out there, and for some reason, none of them were like Arizona teams, which is whatever. Ain't no team in Arizona worth fucking repping, except for the Suns right now. But I don't know if they're still winning. I don't even know if they're
Yeah,
still
dude, they're
in it
up
or
2-0
not, what's
right now
going on.
because the Clippers
Let-
fucking suck.
Let's not talk about what happened because I'll go off on a whole tangent. Continue, Tater.
So I'm sitting here looking, and I dig, and I finally find a hat. It's the fucking Arizona State Sun Devils, and I was like, "Oh shit, maybe I'll rock a Sun Devils hat, right?" And I go to pick it up, and as I'm like lifting it to my head, it passes in front of my face, and I get this fucking just this smell, and I was like, "Ooh!" And I look at it, there's no tag, and like I was afraid of, some motherfucker come in sweating his fucking shit off, and he's trying on hats, and he left his hat at the fucking rack, and it's just this fucking sweat.
It's just an old
stain.
hat. He's like, ooh, this is a
Oh,
nice hat.
You just
It's a
fucking. This is a
gently used.
trading post right now. You just fucking
I was
leave
like,
one,
oh,
take
Not that
one.
you
yeah.
leave one, take another.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's one of those fancy Warren hats.
So what
Match
made
my
you decide
denim.
on this one?
um,
Because
so
it just looks so handsome on you.
no, so actually, this is the first like trucker hat I've ever owned with the mesh like flow through.
It's breathable.
And yeah, I have a couple hats that I have that I've ruined because I don't really know how to like wash a hat. Like, what's the proper way to do it?
You just
right.
fucking wash it, dude. You just throw it in
No,
the
it-
washing machine.
Yeah, it gets,
Well,
it gets
dude.
messed up.
It fucks
I
up
was
the
about to
bill.
say, yeah.
If you got one of
Depends
those
on
cheap
which hat you
brims.
have.
I mean,
So-
it messes it up.
It's just
I,
not
Yeah.
even
I have a hat
sturdy,
washing
bro.
cage.
That would be.
A cage?
I need one of
Yeah,
those.
they
Yeah,
make
like,
like
I've
plastic
seen
hat cages. You lock it in there and throw it in the wash so it doesn't
So
get
it-
crumpled up.
Yeah, it keeps the form and everything.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, as a married man, you might know it better, but they do like women will have the same thing for their bras and stuff. I don't know if your wife has one of those, but it'd be the same thing.
I
I have
don't
one
know. I
of
don't know
those.
if there's a bra cage.
I think
in my house,
Calabaster is in the process of getting rid of every single one of her bras, so he could try to get that.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to catch that nip drip.
Trying to catch that.
What? Sorry, I promised her I wouldn't talk about it on the podcast.
See, I was trying to leave it pretty vague, but
Yeah.
you did.
You can't tempt me with a nip drip and not expect me to just fully become descriptive on the tap that is the titty. Like, I'm trying to fight. Dude, Tot is the one who's got a problem with it, dude. He's over there fucking trying to drain Melina dry, dude.
Whoa.
Sitting at the dinner
He's
table,
trying to curl her toes up, dude.
He's like, hit me. She's like, from across the
All you hear
He
is
got
like
a fucking silly straw like stretch around the whole fucking living room. He's on the other side, just.
oh my god, dude.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night and not want to walk all the way to the kitchen for a drink?
So you just fucking milk your wife? Oh shit, dude. He's looking behind him to see if he's dead yet or not.
She's looking right at me. She was looking right at me.
Oh. Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
speaking of bodily fluids, that leads me to a bonus question.
My new single.
We have discussed this previously, but Tot is actually the person who brought up this bonus question the other day. It was discussed. I don't think it was discussed between everybody. But Tot, do you wanna ask your question to the group? He's trying to decide whether it's worth it or not. I think it's worth it.
It's too late now.
I think the
This is-
debate.
It's already been brought
This
up.
is 100%. 100%. I don't know if like Spotify and everything works the same way as YouTube does, but if it does, this is 100% demonetization. So
We're past 10 minutes, bro.
okay.
We're just posing
Okay.
questions, man.
So somebody, I don't remember who exactly was talking about it, but if you were able to suck your own dick,
Okay, yeah, all right. Oh, okay.
Well,
do you think it would be more like sucking a dick or getting your dick sucked?
definitely more like sucking a dick. Like that's the thing. This isn't even a question, because mentally you're trying to focus on the dick sucking. You're not going to be able to focus on the enjoyment because you're trying to make it enjoyable. So from a mental
So-
So that leads into
Counterpoint.
a counterpoint. So what you're saying is if you pull a self suck, you are basically just sucking a dick. That's all that it is. Right?
pretty.
So
I mean, obviously you're going to feel it like anything.
What are you
else.
saying? You're being gay with yourself?
so when you're jerking off,
It has nothing to do about
like,
being.
yeah, it doesn't
being
have
gay or
anything to do with-
homosexuality
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where this is going, but
No, we're just trying to figure out what it's more like. Is it more like sucking a dick, or is it more like getting your dick sucked? But by your logic, if you're jerking off, is it more like you're jerking off, or you're giving a hand job?
I scratched my butt. Did I finger myself?
Well, no, because
Did
you
it-
got your
did it
butt
slip
right
up
Did
back
you
there.
go inside? Did you fucking finger blast your asshole, or did
Did
you
I-
just scratch your
did you pull
butt,
a
dude?
did you pull a
What do
middle-aged
you
woman on
mean,
yourself?
dude? Are you fucking in there, or are you fucking on the outer edge? Because if you're in there, and you know you're there. So
Resi said that brownie brim got a little.
That's-
She had to get up in there.
that brownie brim, dude. What? But so yeah, that's the question, right? Is it more like getting your dick sucked, or is it more like sucking a dick? And if you're saying it's more like sucking a dick, then by that same logic, when you're jerking off, you're really just giving a hand job. Because you're
Yeah,
focused more on making it feel good than it actually feeling good, right?
All right, but here's the thing. So
That was your same argument.
since you bring that up, like that side of it, then comes in the idea that you do it to a certain point, it becomes second nature, and you don't have to think about it.
So how
It's
many
like if-
times do you have to self-suck for it to be second nature?
That,
Well,
that,
see, my
that is the question
idea
science
goes
can't answer.
along with what Mur was saying was I think it more matters about the amount of work that's going into it. Like if you actually have to sit and focus and like you got to do 30 minutes worth of stretching before you're able to do it, and then you go in, you know what I mean? Like if you got to like work to hold position and everything, like then that's all you're going to be focused on, and you ain't going to feel anything else other than that.
Still have your
Some
bomb
third-party
ribs.
procedures done to your body.
Yeah, exactly. You getting those ribs taken out, that way you can get that bend.
Actually, a false theory about that guy, but you know.
Yeah, he just sucked his own dick regularly.
He just
he didn't.
sucks
He
his
had
own
all.
dick.
He had all his ribs, dude. He's full ribbed up for his pleasure, and
Fully ribbed.
it's. So the whole reason this was brought up is because Todd was going to tell us a story that I'm assuming involved jizz, and he was like, I want it to be able to fit in the podcast, and in my brain I was like, I know just the way. So I fucking. But Rez, what is your answer, dude? What do you think it's more like?
Don't think about it.
But you're thinking about it right now.
That's a fair. Honestly, it's a fair response.
All right, man.
No,
I mean, I agree. I think I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just not something.
I figure it would take one time.
Wait,
it would take one time
to what?
Yeah, to what?
To become second nature.
Dude, before. Okay, so wait a second. So you're so confident that you could just fucking, you could finish. And in one time, you would be like, I don't even have to think about how to do this. I'm just popping it in.
Tender,
and
plenty of
out.
fish, Kippo, farmers only, all of them gone. Don't need them.
I call cap on that.
Would you leave your house?
Say what?
Like, would you leave your house? How long do you think it would
I'd
be
most
before
likely
you
have to get a
left your
neck
house?
brace.
Wait, so
Most likely would have to have some chiropractic procedures.
So you would be everyday self-suck. Like,
if you could self-suck, would you jack off normally?
Yeah. Of course.
Definitely jack off at least before you self-suck.
Why are you trying to make it last longer? What, dude? Why are you building up the tolerance?
It's like before you have sex, though. It's like, you know, like you're not gonna go straight to getting head. Like there's a little bit of making out, you know, handsy stuff beforehand. And then
you're fucking yourself, dude. You're really
anytime that I
yourself.
fucking jack off, I'm not in the back of my head just saying like, oh well, I'm really enjoying this time with myself right now. I really wish like I could find out. I just figure out a way to maybe just prolong this feeling just a little bit long. Oh, I'll just stop.
Okay, but like fair enough. I was thinking.
Okay, let's keep going.
Like,
okay, what?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like people do
What?
edge, like that's a thing. Like you get there, you stop, you know, like that's a thing. So maybe that's what Murr's talking about.
That's definitely nope.
You're not talking about the edge self-suck on the edge of the glory hole.
I'm highly upset. Tater, you don't get the right to have any kind of upset faces with anything that's being discussed right now. None of it. Absolutely none of it. 0%. Level.
I just want you to
none.
understand, like, you understand your
The upset
child is
face.
hearing you say this.
The upset face came from the fact that somebody was like, damn, I'm really loving sucking my own dick right now. What can I do to make this last longer? Because I really want to enjoy as much me time as possible.
Right,
dude, I don't even know if he's a menace to society anymore, man. Like, I feel
a menace
like
to himself.
Yeah, dude, he's his own worst enemy, dude.
He's a menace to his penis, dog.
He's a
Alright,
menace
so
to the penis, dude. Sorry, no, go ahead, Merc. Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Meanness to his penis.
Oh, so like,
Defend yourself.
what I was going to say earlier, Rezzy's like one time pro at it, like whatever. I call cap on that.
You don't
Because,
know
like,
what you want.
I do, but like in the same sense, it's like the first time you ever masturbate.
Do you remember the first time you ever masturbated?
Yeah.
I don't, but I still do it.
What?
But that's what I'm saying. Like nobody's a pro their first time, unless you're a prodigy. Like you don't masturbate, get it done the next day, go like, all right, I know how to do this. Done. Like
Wait a second.
it's
That's
not
exactly how that works. Is you
Yeah,
fucking
just like
jerk off
anything-
once, and
just
then you
like
say I know how to do this, and you keep doing it.
yes, but like anything else, there's a learning curve to like learn the feel and everything. It's
Okay.
like how
Mur's,
you.
Okay.
Mur's the
I'll
kind
give
of
you
guy.
that.
Mur's the kind of guy
Yeah.
that sets up his material with one hand while his penis is in his hand. No, you got to set up your material with two hands and be like, "That's the one."
I'll be
Ready
honest.
to go.
I'm willing
It's a
to.
lot more streamlined.
I'm
It's a
willing
lot more
to give him
streamlined.
this. I'm willing to give him this because I really think. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so far away from my mic. I just realized. I'm willing to give him that because the first time, and I distinctly remember the first time I jerked off because I used soap in the shower.
Ooh.
So he's right. You do. There is a learning curve because in my mind, I was like, it just needs to be slick. I've realized the friction or lack thereof is what is working here. And so I was like, this water is not slick enough. I need some soap.
This water's not slick.
But see, overall though, like you'll still get the job done.
It'll just be a
What
lot
I'm
more
saying-
painful.
I think because this is kind of going into a deeper conversation. Actually, I think
Yeah,
because I know
just-
you guys were both raised Mormon, right? You guys were both raised Mormon.
With
And
more
this
men,
was a
you
very-
learn how to jerk off.
No. This is a very prominent thing because I was raised in a very strict Christian household,
Mhm.
right? And that is a sin. You don't do it. It's not something that you do. So I don't know how Rezi was raised in like a religious background kind of way or anything, but we're taught. At least me, I was taught before I even knew what masturbation was. That it was a thing that you don't do. It's bad. You'll fucking go blind and go to hell. You know. So
I never heard the go blind thing. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard that. I heard that as a joke when I was like in middle school, but like I never heard it like as a serious like don't do this.
yeah, no, it was taught. That's how it was taught to me, as a thing. Like if you do this, it's gonna cause you to go blind. Like you'll start growing hair on your hands, so everybody will know that you're masturbating. Yeah,
Kind
dude,
of-
it was a real fucking like fear tactic.
That's really
Kind
fucked
of
up.
like
I kind of
Okay.
made up my own superstitions about this. I remember when I was pretty young, man. I was super adamant about cleaning up my my action, my acts. Made sure I had to clean those up because I didn't want my mom to sit on my bed, man. And oh, I got a sister. I didn't know how this shit worked. I was young, man.
You thought that?
I was
Bro.
gonna sit on my bed and I was gonna
I mean, look, we
Need
are
to
from the
clean this.
South. Ty called us
Be
out
your
on this the
uncle.
other week.
need to clean that. Need to clean that. I don't mean my mom. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm done with this. Let me stop talking about this.
Dude,
I get what you're saying.
No,
though.
I understand what you're saying.
I was scared. I was
I
young. I,
get
didn't
you.
know how this
You
shit
don't know
worked.
how it works. No, I distinctly remember having a
I
conversation.
thought my
with a
boys were
buddy.
on a mission, bro. I thought they were climbing off the bed,
Dude.
searching. Like,
Like we got small soldiers semen up in here, dude. The
Yeah.
Gorgonites are fucking going. No, I distinctly remember having a conversation with a buddy of mine when we were like, I think maybe 11, and he was talking about how you had to pee inside a girl, and so like,
you don't want to get her pregnant. You just take it out and pee a little on her leg.
yeah, like shit like that. Like I was like, okay, so that's how it works. And then as you get older, like I don't know if anybody else didn't know like entirely how to put on a condom. I thought it was supposed to go over your balls too. I mean, I'm talking like I was like 17, like, and I was like, how is
you're
this
walking
supposed
around
to
to all your
happen?
friends like, bro, none of these things fucking fit. And they're like, what?
No,
How does it
dude.
not fit,
I mean, the
bro?
first no, I
Holy
mean
shit.
before I actually saw it and went to put it on, like in my brain when I'm thinking about
okay.
like in all actuality, once it's the act was about to happen, and I was like, I gotta do this. It made sense, but like the visual in my head was like a full cover, and you just
What's the
fucking like
fucking
all the
movie
way
with the
around, dude.
He's got like 40 condoms out, and he's literally like, nope.
Dude, what
Is
is
that- I
that
think-
movie?
Is it 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I think it is
That's
40-Year-Old
Yeah,
Virgin,
yeah.
yeah.
He's trying to teach it. Yes,
Todd,
Todd.
what,
Interject.
dude? Just
Yeah,
speak.
I
Student
had a
Todd.
when I was in high school, I had a health class, and we had this lady come in and talk to us, and she was like, "For all you people who think you're so cool and you're gonna act like, oh no, condoms don't fit me, check this shit out." And this bitch pulled out a fucking condom and stretched it over her head to her nose and like fucking blew this thing up with her nose until it popped over her head. And she goes, "That's how big your penis would have to be to not fit in a condom. And none of you have a penis that big. So there's no reason any of the girls in this school should end up pregnant." And I was
Bro,
like,
that's a
"Oh,
bad
fuck, dude."
bitch, dude. That lady's
That lady's
serious.
an OG.
Fuck abstinence. I'm telling you, you got a tiny ass dick. You fucking, you need to wear a condom. Like, you don't.
Like,
So,
damn.
so speaking of abstinence, so like that, obviously Calabasas and I were raised literally like in the same school district. So
Mm.
that means same, sex ed program and everything, all that.
Same condoms.
We were taught, yeah, same condoms. They would actually reuse them every year.
And we had to wash
But
them.
but we were taught abstinence.
Yep.
And I feel like that's the biggest load of bullshit ever. I don't know why you would teach abstinence knowing that kids are still going to go have sex and you're leaving them ill prepared rather than teaching them the right way to do it.
Well, that.
Because you live in the Bible Beltway, and you
Yeah.
should know that doing anything wrong is damning you to hell, and you're literally like, is one night with that floozy worth eternal damnation?
But here's the thing, that's the big thing, Bible Belt and everything. It just processed. You said floozy.
Yeah.
What if you have sex when you're 14, get her pregnant, and she gives birth to Elon Musk? Fuck.
Yeah.
Like two Elon, like it's a clone, not even like
A
go
second
back in
Elon
time. It's a
Musk,
second.
dude.
Just somehow.
So you're
It
suggesting
doesn't
you're-
matter. You still had sex before marriage. You're going to hell. Fuck you. You're garbage.
Well, I
You
think
don't
that is the problem with the South Carolina education system, as well as a lot of the Southern state education systems, because abstinence only is.
For the
taught.
record, that's not my actual beliefs on the thing. Just to make that clear before we veer too far away. That's not my thoughts. That's a generalization of the way things are taught.
right.
But to be fair, I distinctly remember when I went through sex ed. It was in 7th grade. Mr. Conley taught that shit, and he straight up was like, "Look, I know you guys are gonna be fucking. I'm gonna tell you what is and what isn't the way to do things. Put on a condom, get your girl on birth control and a condom, and then still pull out. Matter of fact, just jerk off by yourself in your room. Don't even fucking sleep with anybody." Like, he legitimately was like very, very thorough, and I'm actually very appreciative of it, because it was one of those things that, like, now to be fair, like, my mom, like, if I was old enough to ask a question, she would give me like a legit answer. So I remember I didn't get the talk. Like, it was just one of those things, like, where I had a question, I would ask her a question. Be like, what is this supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed, if I'm in this situation, what am I supposed to do? Blah, blah, blah. And she was very open, because she wasn't raised Mormon. Like, she is a convert to the church, so she was always pretty open about it. My dad, on the other hand, is just fucking stingy with the knowledge. But I distinctly remember, and just like, shout out the Mormon church, they used to ask in your temple recommend interview,
You'll get a blowjob.
they used to ask if you jerk off. And I remember being like, is that your business? Like, is it your business whether I jerk off? Because they're like, or have you been sexually inappropriate with anybody or with yourself? And I distinctly
Trying to
remember
find out if I'm active or not.
I was
This boy's a
dude,
sicko.
Yeah, it's really weird. And like, that's not to get off on a tangent about the Mormon church, but the more I think about stuff that like went on when I was growing up, like, it's weird as fuck. Like, it's some weird shit. Like, they fucking don't need to know any of the shit that they're asking you. They're
My
weirdo
girlfriend
peoples.
is thoroughly convinced that she's convinced you and I grew up in a cult.
It's not a cult. It's just
No.
it's very sketchy.
Yeah.
I've heard some horror stories about I think we got a good Mormon church. I really do. As much as as weird shit goes on, they have really good intentions and they really are trying to be good people. But also they're still kind of shitty and sketchy. But I've heard some horror stories from ex Mormons
Yep.
about stuff that went on in their ward, and it would be anytime that I had the thought that I wanted to masturbate, my bishop would make him call me, or would make him it was this girl. She was talking about how anytime she had a horny thought, she had to call her bishop and explain what she was thinking of, and I was like, that's abuse. That's and then
Yeah.
so many people were
Yeah.
responding to this. Dude,
that
you know that's
was-
what it was, dude. You know that's what it was, and so many
Oh,
people
is that-
were
is that-
responding to her and being like,
Can you
"Yeah,
go
I
into
had to
more
do that too."
detail?
I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" The ex Mormon Reddit is crazy.
Are you wet?
Like,
I mean, are you sorry?
Are you sorry? But yeah,
You guys-
that was a question. So it was a very serious. It was a very serious thing to be jerking and working, dude. And I was jerking the whole time, dude.
Are we trying to have?
I don't think we're trying to have a religious conversation. I didn't.
Are
mean
we?
that
Are we
off
trying to
in any
have
way.
trauma time with Tater Tot?
Dude, I was actually gonna stop talking about church because it's just I feel like there's too much trauma time in church.
Well,
There-
this
there-
this
there's
isn't
too
necessarily
much.
about the church. It does involve church a little bit, but this is a very, very personal, traumatic story to me.
Oh fuck,
Um,
dude! I don't
but
know if it's.
It's also humorous as fuck.
So
Like,
Nick, I find it's really nice that your mom would answer all your questions. But when I turned 12, my mom bought me a set of encyclopedias.
Dude, I
Yeah,
had a
so
"What's
that's-
Happening to My Body" book for boys, which
So,
honestly it was just weird, straight up. It was just a bunch of illustrations of dicks, just straight up. It was this is what it's supposed to be doing. It was figures from 1 to 12 of how hairy your dick is supposed to get, dude. It was super
Damn.
sketchy now that I think back on, but it was informative. It was it was
Indol?
definitely informative.
Chewbacca.
Dude, straight up. And then it was if your testicles look like this, one's
You
just
may have
lagging
cancer.
behind. It was, dude. And I distinctly remember reading that and being like, damn, bro, this is gonna be a terrible time. Because it was you're going to get acne, and you're going to have fucking roid rage without the roids. You're going to be so fucking angry and horny, you want to kill yourself or everyone around you. And then you're going to have a Chewbacca dick. It was super aggressive. But sorry, enough about the puberty. Todd, take us on this journey.
You said it's
are we,
okay
are
to
we going
laugh,
on this tater trauma?
So look, if
I
you
mean,
want to do
it's-
tater trauma, that's fine. I did think it'd be a good idea to get a tater story in. And the tater story I was thinking of was directly related to semen, which is why I
Yeah.
started the self-suck question.
Well, this isn't necessarily a long story either, but it went along with getting the talk, right? So,
Okay.
because Murr said he never got the talk, whatever. So, super, super awkward times, I was going through puberty and everything. I was 12, 11, 12, something like that. I was at home one night and my mom was like, "Hey, we're going to the grocery store. Do you want to go with us?" And I was like, "No, leave me the fuck alone, Mom. I'm gonna listen to my sad emo boy music and play video games."
There's the road rage.
So she left, and as soon as she left, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch porn and jack off." And me, being a dumb fucking 11, 12-year-old kid, pulled out my laptop and put in headphones. And I had a rocking chair. I'm standing over my rocking chair. I'm just fucking going to town, watching porn, jerking off.
Is the
Got my
laptop in the rocking
headphones
chair?
in. No,
Wait,
it's
are
on the
you,
ottoman.
Are you
in
finishing
front
on
of
the
me.
ottoman?
No, I had paper towel, tissues with me, right? Right. So you fucking you jerk off, you're about to come, you fucking ball up some tissues, and you come into the tissue and you throw it away. Easy peasy. Clean up. Done in seconds. You're good to go. So I got my headphones in. I'm going to town, fucking watching this porn.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I hear screaming.
Oh,
And I look and my mom's standing in my bedroom door. And all I can get out is, I thought you were going to the grocery store.
It's
So,
supposed to be taught time.
oh shit, dude.
so that leads into my mom like turns her back to me. She goes, "Wash your hands and come talk to me in the kitchen. Clean up." And I'm like, So I go
Should
wash
I
my hands.
finish?
I go clean up. And I'm sitting there. My mom's just like
shit.
talking about how disappointed she is in me, right? Not because I was masturbating, but because I was watching porn.
Okay. Cool, mom.
So, whatever. That leads to 2 weeks of every day that I come home from school, there's a knock on my door, and my fucking youth pastor coming for a counseling session.
Are you having any of those thoughts? Are you having any of those thoughts right now?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh,
To the
yeah,
point
no,
where I
yeah.
told him,
You
I
said there was
straight
a
up told
cock
my
on your
youth
door?
pastor- What?
You said he would cock on your door? Just fucking like hit it out?
No,
Bing,
he'd
bing,
come
bing.
knocking on the door. And it got to the point where, like, after the third day, I was like, straight up, if anything that I've learned from this conversation is that you watch porn, like, I know people do this. Get the fuck out of my face. And you're talking about all this shit about premarital sex, blah, 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 whatever. I don't need to know about all of this when both of your kids aren't even old enough for you to have been married to their mom by the time they were born. So get the fuck out of my house. And I kicked him out, right? I was like, I'm not doing this bullshit. I thought everything was done. No more counseling sessions or anything. My parents were split up. I come out here to Arizona for the summertime to see my dad. And my dad's talking to me one day and he's like, so, your mom told me about what happened to you earlier this year. And she said, I need to have the talk with you. And I was like, fuck, okay. This is going to be awkward. My dad took me to Hooters. And the waitress comes to take our order. And my dad tells the waitress, he goes, hey, so I'm here with my son because my ex-wife told me that I need to have the talk with him. And really all I have to say is, son, you got poles, you got holes. Poles and poles don't go together. Holes and holes don't go together. But poles and holes do. Can you tell him I'm right? And she goes, fuck yeah, kid, poles and holes. Just remember that and it'll get you as far in life as you can go. What do you want to eat? And that was
dude.
that was the talk, man.
Bro, I would
See,
have been
I remember-
mortified.
I remember
It was
when the
horrible.
Fellowship of the Ring came out, okay?
Holy
My-
shit! Why is
okay,
this?
okay. I remember when Fellowship of the Ring came out. I can't remember how old I am. I'm pretty fucking young, though. If you don't recall, when that came out, when it was released, it was on a motherfucking VHS, all right?
Oh,
But so, it was in theaters. Me and my stepdad, my sister's dad, went to go see it, because he was a big Lord of the Rings, you know, when he was a kid. The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, blah, blah, blah. So we go and see it. It was a good old time. And after that, we go eat. Happens to be a Hooters. First time I've ever been to Hooters. He knew what he was doing. It was a special day for us. We saw a movie, and he was like, all right, you go get to see 2 shows today. But I didn't quite like it when I went in there. Not like that. I just felt awkward about it. Awkward. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, you see her? Look at her. And I'm just down.
Look
at
her.
like your dad, like your waitress was at your table. This was what he decided to do while my waitress was at the table. Look at her. I'm like, I don't want to. He literally grabs my head, points me up. He's like, look at her titties. And I'm just like, ah! But yeah.
Dude, I've discovered we've all been abused at this point.
Look at her
Like,
titties. And then also, probably around the same time, it couldn't have been too far after this. It's a school night. Mom tells me to go to sleep. She's on the phone. She's like, I'm on the phone. Go to sleep. It's your bedtime. All right. About 30 minutes later, she decides to bust through my door. I'm still awake. doing something under my covers, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I think I lost audio for a second. She was like, oh my gosh, what are you still doing up? And she's on the phone, and for some reason, she grabs my like comforter and just rips it off, and I'm completely fucking naked, dude, completely fucking naked. And she's just like, oh my, she's on the phone with her fucking friend. Oh my god, he's fucking naked, and then walks out and closes my door. Like that was it. Like that was. I'm just sitting there like.
Bro, I fucking love it,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Oh,
terrible.
shit.
It was terrible, dude. It was.
Oh
Fucking terrible. I didn't finish.
man. Oh.
I've thankfully never been exposed like that. Like my parents have taken my phone and seen like search history and everything that I was, before I knew how to clear it and everything. But like I've never been caught in the act.
Yeah, I've never been caught in the act. It's been close, but I've never been caught in the act. I actually
close,
almost got
absolutely.
hit on vacation one time. Like I almost got like a sting operation on vacation. And Jason and Julie vacation with my family.
I was about to ask, was it the family vacation?
Dude, it was a family vacation. And I was like 14 years old, very similar to a Tot situation. I was like 14 years old. I'm an emo kid, non-conforming as can be. And they're like, we're going to go do such and such. And I was like, all right, bet. Just to age myself a little bit, this is LimeWire days, by the way, when you could type in a skate video title and come up with a porno. And so that's what I would do, and that's how I would get away with my porn consumption. Is I would like look up Zero New Blood, and it would just be like some bitch. So because I don't know what was like, I don't know why people were putting up like porn videos under skate video titles. But it was just like you could look up a song and there'd be a music video for a song, and it was fucking porn. So
specifically for that reason.
Yeah, they knew there were kids like you on there.
Dude, those are some.
It's not because
those
they
are
knew
the
it was
fucking
kids like
homies,
him.
dude.
It was kids like
That
him
was the
got access
predecessor.
to it.
Yeah.
That was the predecessor before all the, hey, when you watch this video, make sure that your volume's all the way up.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it.
Well,
no.
dude, I actually, that happened. I got hit with one of those at my in-laws' house, in front of my mother-in-law, and she like looked over, and I was like, it's this, it's a fucking, it's not, I'm not fucking watching porn on your couch, but. So I'm 14. I'm like reared and ready to go. And you know what's fucked up, dude? Still to this day, can't find this video. Not that I watch pornography to this day.
I want to revisit this.
But like, it's a video that like I finished the video after they fucking left. But they fucking I didn't have a phone. I had a laptop, right? So I don't know if you know how inconvenient jerking off with a fucking laptop is, but. When you're vacationing with not only your fucking family, but your cousins as well, your aunt and uncle and cousins, there's not a lot of me time. So I fucking plop down, and I'm sitting at this table with a mirror behind me. And the mirror is like in perfect view. It'd be like if that was the door, like the windows that I'm pointing at that you can't see if you're listening to this. If you basically like walk straight into the door and you can look and see. Like if I'm at the fucking, like you can see the mirror behind me. I go to start watching the video. And okay, so dude, like I said, I've never been caught. It's a close one. Go to start watching the video, and I hear the door handle. And I mean, like, I am fucking rocked out, cocked out, bro. Like, I knew I had seen this video. And this is what was also fucked up, is I was downloading these videos on vacation with my family, because I knew I was going to have a 3-minute period to be alone, and I was going to jerk one out in that time span. So I hear the door handle jiggle, and I'm like, ah! And I fucking pull my pants up. I like X'd out of it, but like had another fucking like window up, so it just looked like I was like surfing YouTube, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And
you
Jason,
also have tweezers in your hand when you were doing this?
Yeah, dude, this is the only way I can jerk off. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the last like 4 ones of these we've filmed, I've had these tweezers in my hand.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I like to jerk off doing these things. But no, Jason Jason and my dad walk in, and they looked at me like they wanted to fucking catch me, right? Like they wanted to catch me. And I honestly think that my dad knew I was jerking off a lot because I broke like 3 computers due to porn viruses around. Dude, I was a sexually repressed Mormon kid. Like you better believe your boy was fucking. I broke my pelvis by beating this thing down, dude. Like. So they walked in and they were definitely expecting to find me like in the act, and they never did. But as soon as they left, I put that shit back on. Still remember it to this day. Wish that I knew the title of it because sometimes when you find one of those old ones, for memory's sake, it's a great time. If I ever watched pornography, which I don't. It's not healthy for you, kids. Don't watch it.
It's really not. It's not. It's actually a bad time. There's a lot of psychological things that go into it, and it can ruin, relationships with future partners and whatever.
It really fucks you
It
up.
ruin the way you look at your penis.
Yeah, it ruins the way you look at your dick, the way that you look at a vagina. Because when you see a real life vagina that isn't a porno vagina, sometimes you're like, wait a second.
Ah!
What the fuck is that? Dude?
I didn't order a beef and cheddar.
Oh, dude, why the cheddar, dude?
Where'd the cheddar come from?
You made the cheddar.
She was working out earlier.
Oh, you say it's cheesy?
Oh man. Do we have time for me to go into the other story I was talking about?
Yes, we have. Dude, this has been the sex talk terms of engagement. Terms of sex engagement. Sorry, never mind. Fuck me.
So this is back in like late Xbox 360 days, right? Late Xbox 360 days. I had just moved out to Arizona, so this was legit in like 2012. Okay. So I just moved out here. I started a new job. I'm working. I made some friends at work. We all game together. It is what it is. So we're in an Xbox party. Well, not okay. We're in a lobby playing Call of Duty. We're not in a party. We're in game chat, right? And there's this kid, and he's just vibing with us. Like, welcome into the group. We're talking to him. We end up gaming like four different matches with this kid, right? And he says something, and he goes, "Yo, has anybody else ever noticed that your nut tastes like grape?" And everybody
straight
in my
up getting
party,
you. He got an older brother that taught him this trick.
everybody in my party was like, "No, it doesn't, dude. Fuck that. Like, I don't believe you. First of all, have you ever smelled that shit? There ain't no way it tastes like grape." Right?
So
Everybody's
what
like,
does it taste like, Todd?
everybody's freaking out. So we got this one kid in the party. I'm not gonna dox him, but we got this one kid in the party, mutes his mic, and he's gone, like kicked for inactivity. We got 3 more games in. All of a sudden, click mic unmute. You son of a bitch! It does not taste like grape, you motherfucker! And I'm like,
oh my god.
He got him.
Everybody's
he got
like-
him.
everybody's like,
Ladies and
what are you
gentlemen.
talking about? Like, nobody made the connection. And I was like, yo, did you just eat your own fucking jizz, dog? And he's like, what? No. What? Why would, what? No. Why would you even
Shit.
think? And he like freaked, but legit, dude, this kid was gone for like 10 minutes. And then he comes back and he's pissed. Motherfucker came out later. Motherfucker straight up jerked off right there. Didn't even leave his chair. Fucking
He
unzipped,
just
fucking just jerked off and right into his fucking hand and slurped it. Like, but to this day, every time I do see him, I'm like, haha, grape nut.
Grape nut.
Oh my god,
Is that a
dude.
call you have, or do you actually call him like, "Hey, what's
It's
up,
fucking
Grape Nut?"
amazing.
No, I tell him. I say it.
I tell him.
Oh,
Yeah, that guy had an
Uh,
older brother that got
Yep.
him on one.
All right, guys. So we are we're coming right up on an hour, and we do have one thing that we need to actually cover. We were asked a question by a viewer.
I think this is the time.
it's so left field.
Do
Do
you think it's not the top? Do you think we just do it again, do it later? Do we just
I
we
think
just
we
respond
gotta-
later?
Hey, I think we give the people this episode. If we want to hit it, we upload a 2-minute video.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure we got this.
Spiffy. Do you? No, actually, no. Let's gaslight him. Come on. What's his question?
Jesus
What's Spiffy's
Christ.
question?
It's a good question.
How does that
Honestly,
have
it
to do
is a
with
good question.
masturbation?
It doesn't have anything to do with masturbation. I just wanted to get to it because I know we're coming up on an hour. I didn't mean to like abruptly change things, but we're coming up on an hour.
Let me ask one question because I've had this in my back pocket. But before we do Siffy's question.
Yeah.
If your girl tries to kiss you after giving you head, are you like shoving her away?
No, you fucking kiss your girlfriend. She just puts your dick in her mouth, bro. If
100%.
you haven't ever gone down on your girlfriend like mid-sex, bro, like come on, man. You're getting worse from that than, dude. If you're pushing your girl's head away, you need to practice self-sucking. You need to get more comfortable with that idea.
I'm not a practicer. I was asking.
You just do it. You just full Nike. Just fucking do it. Bro,
Just close your eyes. Try
Look,
not to
dude.
use any.
You're the skinniest one of all of us, man. Like you probably could bend all the way down there, bro.
Worst thing that's gonna happen is you're just gonna get a little extra protein.
Yeah, dude, think about it. That's like a sustenance cycle. Just imagine it's like a banana smoothie. Potassium. Oh,
I don't know why that made
shit.
it so much worse to me.
Because it doesn't taste like grape either.
Yeah, dude. Let's be honest here, Todd. You
just didn't announce it to him.
shot a stray into your mouth one time.
You were just sitting there still
I have
gaming
not
like,
done that.
motherfucker.
I have not done that.
What have you?
I have not done that, but I have shot some jizz into my eyeball before.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucked
Wait,
real bad.
what?
Yeah, dude. I was in the middle of some shit, man. I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time. I was taking a shit. I'm sitting on the toilet and I was like,
Oh
you know
no,
what?
dude,
Let's have a
no,
video.
Todd, you never do the jerky shit, dude. You never do. Don't ever do the double duty, man. Don't ever pull that shit. That's awful. That's why you got cum in your eye, bro. You fucking...
The one time I fucking did it, dude.
Dude, God cried on that day, dude. You shouldn't have fucking done that.
Oh man.
Oh, well, I think cum in eyes is probably the place to end it.
Fuck, man.
Dude, yeah, that's where we call it.
That's usually where the cameras stop rolling anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We're just keeping with tradition.
We need somebody to implicate themselves other than you.
Nah, dude, you're the
This was
last
a
one
very-
on this one,
This was a
dude.
very heavy.
Hey, man. Dude, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Guys, if you're listening to us on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, wherever you're hearing this, if you're checking us out on YouTube, thank you so much for giving us the time out of your day. We hope you enjoyed it. We will be back next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Young Calabaster. We've got Mercenary. We got Mr. Tater Tots. And we got Rezzle Tries.
Yeah, we're really sorry for this hour of your life.
We apologize deeply for...
Listen, the fact of the matter
No, I'm sorry, but I apologize for nothing.
But I prefaced this episode with close your eyes and enjoy the ride.
That's true, actually. So you set the tone. It's all on Mercenary.
If only past Tater Tots would have listened to that advice.
Oh, my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your evening.
Terms of engagement.
Terms of engagement.
Turn.
Terms of engagement.